Hello everyone, welcome to Khelaghor. Today I'm going to discuss about shapes. So that's why I came outside. I thought I should show you the outside of my house. Whenever we are looking out, we can see different shapes. House, tree, rainbow, everything has a different shapes. That's why learning shapes is very important. Let's see how we are going to teach our kids the different shapes. Here I have taken four shapes: triangle, square, circle, and rectangle. Every shape has different sides and different corners. That also we are going to explain our kids. So let's see how we are going to teach shapes to our kids. First, I have taken the circle. First, I have taken circle. Circle doesn't have any sides or corner. Circle is all round. Next is square. When we are introducing the shapes, we'll ask the child to trace the shapes. This is how it will register in his mind, because here the hand and the finger is moving. So when the finger is moving, the actual shapes is getting registered in their mind. I want to share one quote of Dr. Maria Montessori. Dr. Maria Montessori told, "What the hand does, the mind remembers." Yes, so when the child is tracing the shapes, their hand movement is happening, it is easily getting registered in their mind. So tracing is very important. This is how the child is getting the idea of the actual shapes. We can do different activities of shapes tracing on sand tray or a rice tray. In my next video, I'm going to show you different shapes activities. Here I have taken few flashcards because whenever we are looking outside, we can see different shapes. This is also one way to teach our kids shapes. Aquarium, mirror, aeroplane, everything has a shapes. This is how we are going to teach shapes to our kids. Not only through the books or the paper cutout, we can take kids to outside and show our nature and involve our kids to learn from nature. Because when you see outside, when you see the nature, everything has a shapes. If you don't have this kind of flashcard at home, then no problem. You can take kids to outside. You can take kids to outside and communicate with them that what all shapes you can see outside. House, tree, aeroplane, truck, aquarium, fishes, everything has a different shapes. I have few more flashcards here. when we are looking at the sky, star, moon, everything has a shapes. So this is a very practical way of teaching our kids that how shapes is very important to our life. Even when we see the plants, every leaf has a different shapes. Rainbow, cloud, sun, everything has a shapes. When we are taking our kids to a park, that time also we can ask what kind of shapes you can see around. The more you communicate with the child gets interest in learning. The child feels his involvement in learning. So this is a very good way to teach shapes. Now, not only in nature, not only outside, we can get shapes in our numbers and alphabet also. If we see our alphabet, everything has a shapes and numbers also. So once the child is very much familiar with shapes and the child knows how to trace the shapes, the child feels very easy to write the numbers and alphabet. All the numbers has different shapes. It all comes from shapes only. 7, 8. Yes, we can see everything has a shapes. So this is how we are going to encourage our child to trace the shapes so that the child feel easy to write whenever the child is starting the writing. Now I'm going to show you the alphabet card. So in each and every letters also has different shapes. So instead of giving the pencil and the crayon directly to our child, we can involve them doing different types of activities which will help the child to develop their skills and understand the handwriting, the letters and the numbers properly. See, here we can see different letters. Each and every letters has a shapes. Not only letters and numbers. When we are teaching shapes to our kids, we can ask the child what all shapes you can see at our home. The fridge, TV, pillows, a bowl, everything has a different shapes. So this is how we are going to encourage our child to learn. This is a very practical way of teaching our kids, and child feels so confident when it is interactive and when we are involving our child in learning. Now I have a touch and fill shapes book. If you don't have a cutout, shapes cutout at home, you can teach the child through different books also. book is easily available at Amazon. I'm going to share the link in my description box. This is such a nice book for touch and feel. We can teach shapes to our kids 2 years and above. So, this is how we are going to make the session more interactive. We can ask the child to touch and feel the shapes and to trace it. Yes, we can ask our kids how many shapes we can see in this car. Next is square. This is how we can tell sleeping line and slanting line, standing line also when we are tracing the shapes. We can ask how many square you can see in this house. Kids feel very nice when we involve and when we ask kids. This is triangle. The texture of the triangle is very nice. We can ask how many triangle you can see in this boat. Once we teach the kid, the book is so nice so that the kids loves to do it again and again by himself. This is rectangle. We can ask the child how many shapes you can see in this truck. Rectangle, the circle. We can ask the child what are colors you can see. Yes, the next is star. A shiny star. We can ask the child to trace and we can ask the child, this is slanting line. We can encourage the child to touch and feel again and again. How many stars we can see in this rocket. This is how we can teach our kids different shapes. In my next video, I'm going to show more activities based on shapes. Hope you like my video. Please like, share and subscribe.